Hey everybody, Greg Rice here in the bucket, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Hello to all my fellow vultures picking up the dead carcasses on the side of the road. Okay, hello to you all. And today's video is just a recent trend that I've noticed in the real estate brokerage business. Now you think of a real estate brokerage, you think of a brick and mortar, bunch of people, broker, 20 agents, 30 agents, secretary, paralegal, bop, everybody's running around. What I'm noticing now is that agents are going out on their own, running from a cloud, right? They don't have an office. They don't have staff. They don't have the normal situation that we think of, right? And the perfect example of this is my buddy Albert Heiderite. All right, he does have a small office in downtown Providence, but just for him, very small. And he's running from the road. He's setting up in coffee shops. He's working from his house. He's on the road. And he has, I believe, a transaction coordinator, and then he'll have a showing agent occasionally. And it's just him. And he's running a very, very lean and mean operation. I think that that is the way that the business is shifting. Because it's very hard, and we're noticing this in the office space community as well, it's very hard to keep all that space going, all those people fed and happy, right, with enough business, enough leads, for them to continue on. So people are kind of branching off as entrepreneurs on their own, going underneath a brokerage, a corporation, and just running their own show. And they have a better split, less overhead that they pay, maybe no desk fee, things like that. And they're still providing the same level of service, but they don't have the same impact and brand awareness on the community as a traditional brokerage does. But it's just something that I've noticed. And I see my good buddy also, Emilio Despirito, going on the opposite end of Albert, right? Opens a beautiful brokerage, luxury, Main Street, East Greenwich, dozens and dozens of agents, and they're rocking and rolling. They're definitely an anomaly. They do an excellent job. Albert does an excellent job. But I feel that both of them are in different mindsets, which is fine. But the way that I see the market shifting is towards Albert's way. Because it's less expensive, it's less cumbersome, and it's more profit for that person. So really no other point to this video other than just this realization that I've noticed in the shifting of the market. Everything is done online for the most part. And back then, traditional brokerages, the MLS used to be a printed out book, right? And your agent would write them down, call you, we'll go on Saturday, in 2 weeks we'll go and look at this one. Now things are so efficient and streamlined that the way that Albert is doing business makes the most sense for the most people, and also can get the customer and the client as quickly in front of them as possible with as least amount of hoops and people in between. So curious to see how this changes. The team model was very popular. It seemed like the last 5 years, the team. And I feel that when the market was ramming and jamming, the rates were low, the team models worked great. But now what I'm seeing is that people are fighting for listings. Okay, there's 7,000 agents in Rhode Island, and there's only 1,000 properties for sale. If you divide 7,000 by 1,000, you got 7 people fighting for one listing. So when you have your own small boutique operation, you have more autonomy to be yourself, to market yourself in your own way and be your own person and attract the type of clientele that suits your business model. And that's a very interesting thing to see. And I'm curious over the next couple of years how this turns out, okay? There's always going to be room for all types, but I just feel like I'm saying here, the shift over to the small, the one-man band. But who knows? We'll see. Any questions, comments, put them below. We'll get right back to you. Once again, Greg Rice here in the bucket, your property and your real estate brokerages managed.